Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Dylan Holliday.
And I'm Caroline Cleary.
For many colleges, it is a time for learning and growing as a person, which also may include experimenting with alcohol. As most college students turn 21 during the academic year, there is a looming concern about unsafe behaviors on their birthdays. In order to curb binge drinking or other dangerous activities, Hokie Wellness has partnered with the community and started a program that encourages students to drink responsibly on their 21st birthday. Newsfeed reporter Kat Carter has more.
Over the last year, Hokie Wellness has instated a new program, one that hopes to promote safer behavior on a student's 21st birthday. The 21st Birthday Project began as a student idea who hoped to help others curb unsafe behaviors. Hokie Wellness, a Virginia Tech organization that provides resources for students to promote healthy living habits, started this project, offering incentives in exchange for a few minutes to discuss how to have a safe and fun night.
So we felt like we would target the 21st birthday and see if we could kind of partner with some downtown businesses who can involve the community a little bit too.
Students who come in will sit with a peer mentor and talk about alcohol responsibility and personal awareness. Resident advisors on campus have picked up telling their students about the program, further increasing the student turnout. The gift incentives come in the form of free food from several student hotspots, including Tots, Green Sushi, and Sharky's. Hoopty Ride offers a free ride home on the student's birthday night to curb drunk driving, and other businesses offer free activities.
More and more students come and feel supported by us and will take some of the education and apply it to their own lives.
The program runs Wednesdays through Fridays from 1 to 5 in the Wellness Center of McComas, and students are asked to come in before their birthdays and with their Hokie passports. Reporting for the Newsfeed, I'm Kat Carter.
Virginia Tech has recently taken steps to ensure university facilities are in compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. The changes are intended to ensure individuals with physical disabilities can easily and safely navigate campus. Newsfeed reporter Richard Chumney tells us more in this report.
Virginia Tech works around the year to ensure that its facilities meet the standards set by the Americans with Disabilities Act. An example is the recent addition of handrails to the steps of Burris Hall. According to Pamela Vickers, the director of Virginia Tech's ADA and Accessibility Services Office, the university is mandated by law to adhere to a specific set of standards.
The 2010 standards for accessible design, they are the ADA standards, and they are incorporated into design, engineering, architectural design, and construction.
Most projects, like the Burris Hall handrailing, can take 9 to 10 months to complete, though larger projects can take up to 2 years. The Stinger Street sidewalk is currently being renovated to include additional curb cuts. Curb cuts allow individuals in wheelchairs to access crosswalks. The addition of truncated domes alert the visually impaired. Jamie Osorio, a member of Virginia Tech's on-campus transition program, works closely with children with disabilities, including those with cerebral palsy.
There are thousands and thousands of people who are affected by not being able to walk, so taking that for granted, can be harmful for others, but it can be also really awesome and insightful when you start to recognize that you have this privilege.
According to Osorio, the ADA standards are vitally important for those with physical disabilities. Door-opening push plates, ramps, and modified pathways ensure everyone has equal access to Virginia Tech's facilities. ADA standards are regularly updated, meaning the concept of physical accessibility is fluid. In the future, new buildings and renovations may have to adhere to new standards. This is Richard Chumney reporting.
Virginia Tech asks that anyone who encounters a physical barrier to report it to the university through their online barrier alert system. The submission form is located at vt.edu. In other news, 10 years ago, 32 Hokies were lost in the Virginia Tech massacre on April 16, 2007. The horrific event at Norris Hall has had lasting effects on the campus, the students, and the staff. Last year, 2 faculty members pitched a course to the university that was inspired by a play about the massacre called Belonging. Professors Ali Neff and Erica Meitner got the approval, and instruction of the course began this semester. The class is titled Art and Social Transformation. The purpose of the class is to analyze how devastating events can incite social change through the advocacy and creativity of young people.
What Allie, Neff, and I were hoping to do was pilot a course in the arts and social transformation that would allow us to use the text of belonging as a jumping off point so that students would be able to start to form their own questions around their own projects of how different modes of the arts can create some kind of social change.
Although it is new, the class has already attracted a large amount of interest from prospective students among all majors. Meitner and Neff hope the course will have a positive impact on the community and will continue for years to come.
With the weather becoming more and more unforgiving, flu season is upon us. That means that many Hokies will be traveling to local pharmacies to get their annual flu shots. Newsfeed reporter Connor Doherty tells us more.
With the spring semester starting, it's important to remember that this is the time when flu season is at its peak. For the convenience of students, flu shots are given at the Shifford Health Center, located in McComas Hall. As for students that live off campus, pharmacies like CVS, Rite Aid, and Kroger are available as well. The Center for Disease Control estimates that nearly 111 million work hours and $7 billion are lost every year due to the flu. However, while many students do their best to wash their hands and maintain a level of cleanliness, school itself might be influencing the health of students.
That combined with college with a lot of course load, the stress and lack of sleep that students get as well. The lack of sleep compromises our immune systems, so we get from the close contact with other students who are sick, we get the germs, but with our compromised immune system, we won't have enough of the immune system to fight off the virus. That's how we get sick.
From overexerting oneself while working out to going downtown on the weekends, the chances of contracting the flu can be increased greatly. Thus, it is recommended that students not overexert themselves during their free time.
For more information, you can visit www.cdc.gov. Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm Connor Doherty.
Just ahead on the newsfeed. As the weather continues to fluctuate, the tradition of the civilian versus cadet snowball fight hangs in the balance.
And as Valentine's Day fast approaches, learn how local florists are getting ready for the holiday rush.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Hey, God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the newsfeed.
President Trump has had a productive first few weeks in office. One change includes the federal hiring freeze. Newsfeed reporter Ashley Semino joins us to tell us more.
Days after taking office, President Trump signed an executive order to temporarily freeze hiring for all open and new federal positions. Some students are asking, what does this mean for me? With less than 100 days until graduation, seniors celebrate by picking up ID cards for discounts downtown and free pizza at the grad fair held in Holtzman Alumni Center. But amid celebrations, some students are still worried about their post-graduation options.
I can't do State Department, DOD, or Homeland Security were my second or third choices, also frozen to my knowledge. So right now, I'm really either looking at graduate school or maybe a think tank or something, but I really don't know in the next 2 years of my life are going to go. My first choice really kind of went out the window.
While the hiring freeze is only temporary, its purpose is to allow the new administration to create a long-term plan to downsize the federal government's workforce. For some, this is only the beginning. The countdown for graduation stops for no one, but hopefully the recent release of ceremony schedules raises the spirits of graduating seniors. I'm Ashley Semino reporting. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Ashley. December 2016 was graduation for many Virginia Tech students.
Post-grad life seems so exciting, with moving into your own place, starting a new job, and becoming independent. But that's not always how life ends up. Many Virginia Tech students have decided to stick around Blacksburg for the semester following winter graduation. Some would ask why anyone would stay in the small town of Blacksburg. Students are sticking around to work and apply for graduate schools, not just to have fun. Many graduates are staying in Blacksburg to look for jobs, save money, and explore their options. Virginia Tech continues to offer resources such as the Grad Fair and the Career Center to these former students, along with current graduating students, in assistance with their future plans.
The old Blacksburg High School is for sale. The for sale sign went up in early January, 7 years after the gym roof collapsed. Several offers have already been made on the property, including an offer from the town of Blacksburg. Newsfeed reporter Haven Lewis has more on the story.
The old Blacksburg High School on Patrick Henry Drive has been vacant since February 2010 when the auditorium roof collapsed after a heavy snowstorm. The building was condemned and a new high school was built on Bruin Lane off of Price's Fork. In 2016, Montgomery County began negotiations with the town of Blacksburg over the high school. Unable to compromise, the county placed a for sale sign on the property last month. The town wants to turn the site into a recreation center and has gained support from residents who still use the school's old facilities.
Rec Center across the street is across the street right now, and it's dated, and this would be a perfect opportunity to update the Rec Center.
The county is selling the land for $3 million, not including the $1.5 million cost of tearing down the high school. The town's latest offer is $2.75 million.
In our latest letter that the town did release to the media, we told them we were still willing to work with them, but we said that their bid was not competitive with bids that we have already received.
Tuck concluded that the county has an obligation to the school board and to the citizens to get Christiansburg students out of mobile units and into new schools. The funds for new schools will come from the sale of the old high school. Reporting for the Newsfeed, I'm Haven Lewis.
This time of year is a time to bundle up and brace for highly anticipated weather. For Blacksburg residents and students, they're also preparing for a pending Hokie tradition. Every year, each student and cadet at Virginia Tech looks forward to the first snowfall of the year because of what it entails. The cadet versus civilian snowball fight is a proud Hokie tradition that dates back to the dawn of modern VPI. Yet, with the lack of snow in the forecast, spirits are low in the event that the tradition may not continue this year. Since the very first snowball fight at Virginia Tech, cadets and their civilian counterparts have always looked forward to the opportunity to pelt each other with snowballs in the spirit of Utposen.
Definitely, one can never tell with Blacksburg weather, whether it's going to be 65 degrees and sunny or negative 20 with a blizzard. I know in February I'd like to see some more snow, but we look forward to the day when that comes. We can get our gear on and throw some snow at some civilians. It's always a fun time, but I hope we get some snow soon.
While the reality is that the much anticipated snowball fight has definitely had its setback in recent memory, civilians and cadets are still confident that the date draws near when they'll finally meet on the drill field to face off against each other once again. Valentine's Day is a holiday known for chocolate, diamonds, and roses.
With the day quickly approaching, florists in Blacksburg are preparing for the big day. With love in the air, Blacksburg florists are getting ready for Valentine's, the second largest holiday for florists next to Mother's Day. Over a 3-day window, each of the flower shops will fulfill between 400 and 500 orders and be delivering them all over the New River Valley.
Oh, Valentine's Day is a day of, it can be chaos or it can be organized chaos. And that's what we're trying to make it, organized chaos.
The preparations for florists begin in early January by placing their orders for flowers that they will use during the holiday. Over 1,400 roses from California and South America will be used in just one flower shop. This busy holiday is enjoyed by florists not just because of the joy they get to bring to others, but the economic boost it brings their shops.
That will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed. If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com. And as always, you can also connect with the Newsfeed on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. I'm Dylan Holliday.
And I'm Caroline Cleary.